Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we're delving into the fascinating world of computer science to explore the concept of deterministic finite automaton, commonly known as DFA. Understanding DFA is crucial in the realm of theoretical computer science, as it forms the foundation for various algorithms and applications. In this video, we'll cover the definition of DFA, break down its components, and delve into its working mechanism. So buckle up as we unravel the mysteries of deterministic finite automaton.
Now, let's dive into the details of deterministic finite automaton. In simple terms, a DFA is a computational model that processes input and recognizes whether a given input string belongs to a certain language or not. It's like a conceptual machine with a finite set of states, an alphabet of input symbols and rules guiding its transition between the states. As we proceed, we'll explore the key components that makes up a DFA. This includes states, alphabet, transition function, initial state, and accepting states. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in defining how the automaton processes input and determines whether a given string is accepted or rejected. Now that we have a general idea of what a deterministic finite automaton is, let's break it down further. At its core, a DFA consists of five key components: the state, the inputs, the alphabet, the transition function, and accepting and rejecting states. In this specific example, the states the states thus are when the light is on and when the light is off. The states in a DFA are like checkpoints in its journey. Enumerating them helps us understand the different conditions the automaton can find itself in during the processing input of an input string. While the alphabet is the set of characters that DFA recognizes, it's the language it understands. In this instance of our example, the alphabet is up and down. Another component of a DFA is the transition function. It is the heart of a DFA. It defines the rules for moving between states based on the input symbols encountered. It's the algorithm that guides the machine through its journey. In our current example, the transition function is when the light is off and and you push the switch up, it will turn on. So it will still go to another state and vice versa. Another component will tackle is also the initial state. Every computation needs a starting point, and for a DFA, that's the initial state. It's where the automaton begins processing an input string, setting stage for its journey. In, in every household, the initial state of a light switch is off, as it is the natural state of a light bulb. Lastly, we have accepting states. Accepting states are like the mission accomplished markers for our DFA. When the automaton lands in one of the states after processing an input string, it means the string is accepted by the language it recognizes. In our switch example, the accepting state is both state. as they can both end up in either relative of the two, either of the two. Here is an example of a deterministic finite automata diagram. In this diagram, we have 5 states represented by circles and their symbols. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The alphabets, or all the possible inputs every state can have, is 0 and 1, which is represented by this tuple. The initial state is 1, as we have this arrow that doesn't come from anywhere, any state. So our initial state is 1. Our final state is 5. It is represented by 2 circles. Lastly, we have our transition functions. These are all the possible state and inputs pairing that leads to the transitions from a state to another state depending on its input. Now that we grasp the essence of deterministic finite automata, let's briefly explore their real-world applications. DFAs play a crucial role in areas such as lexical analysis, pattern matching, and parsing. In lexical analysis, DFAs are used to recognize and tokenize programming language constructs. In pattern matching, they help identify specific sequences of characters or symbols. And lastly, in parsing, DFAs are employed to analyze and understand the structure of a language. Beyond these practical applications, it's essential to highlight the importance of DFAs in theoretical computer science and algorithm design. They serve as a foundational concept contributing to the development of algorithms to power various aspects of computing. Remember, understanding DFAs is not just about theory. It's about applying this knowledge to solve real-world problems. So, keep exploring, stay curious, and don't hesitate to leave any questions or comments for me.